Some ideas, they shake you out of your sleep like when a toddler creeps. Totality of the deep, the mere thought of an unconscious manifestation carried out with the beat. Positive charged protons creating neural explosions. Time hiccups when fingers and pads touch. Dead air smiles because it knows what's coming. The countenance of the clock claps hands. The choreography of the knot slaps jams. And you be like, who made this? Vertebrae responding to the call so bad to make a B-girl curve the wall. Let's take you on a time jump, virtual zoom, bringing it back to Theodore's bedroom. These hands are passionately polysyllabic, putting the Jeopardy theme on swings. 10 dons giving predictions, balancing vibes like the sons and daughters of Ipwan. Ear to the underground, flicking off. Peppermint, fresh experiment, let's go. El Premier Elemento, you gotta take your time, press your fingers to the line. Red man, focus your mind. And once you do that, you're at the front of the combine.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Well, how y'all doing? I guess we should introduce ourselves. I go by. Actually, you know what? I'll let you introduce yourself, ladies first.
First,
Indeed.
I'm Chef Kanika. I'm a personal chef in the DC metropolitan area. I've been doing this for a minute.
Gotcha.
And I just like bringing fresh food to people, in any way I can, changing it up a little bit. And I swing it over.
Well, hello, can you hear me? Hello. You can hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go by the name of YU, and I rhyme and make beats and things like that. I put out a few records. Pretty much my take on today in this form, I'll be making a beat from scratch, as you be making a dish from scratch, right?
Okay. I'm excited.
So am I.
All right.
Keep going.
But today, I'm making smothered chicken with a background sauce. So I think that whatever you bring to the table is gonna definitely flow with it.
That's well. I'm gonna try to basically match it up to that, I guess.
Oh.
So when you starting a dish, what's your way of prepping? I guess.
My way of prepping is definitely mise en place. Mise en place, like having everything in its place.
Okay.
So as you can see, all my ingredients are already like measured out.
Right.
I don't play games when it comes to cooking. So
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna get started. I have posted with Words Beats in Life, so please find it there if you're looking for it. But as we're going,
well, that's the ingredients you said.
yeah, the
Recipe. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get started as you get started. Normally
I'm gonna go
in the
ahead.
process.
It's better while we talking.
Got you. Okay. I normally start a lot of times with the drum. So
Really?
yeah,
Bottom line.
exactly. That's like the backbone, the rhythm is everything. So let me make sure they ain't too loud.
So what I'm doing is using half parts butter and half parts oil. Olive oil, I use a very nice olive oil from Greece. Um, extra virgin, so that means it was cold pressed. It was pulled before they added any additives, and they didn't add water, anything. I like fresh ingredients, like I said. So,
Gotcha.
we still working on the drums over there.
We are. Okay.
All right.
Uh,
So this, I'm just gonna point my camera down just a little bit more.
yeah, I probably need to bring mine in. So I'm gonna just start with it. Hold up.
So what we're doing is we're gonna onions and garlic.
You said what now?
I'm just adding onions and garlic to this oil mixture. That's all I'm doing. We got lots of time.
Exactly.
So
You know what? I put this with sounds. No, you can go ahead.
what got you started in music?
I mean, I used to play in the DC Youth Orchestra way back, and my father actually put me in it because it was something he wanted to do, and he didn't necessarily get to do it, so he allowed me to try it, and I liked it. I played the French horn and the trumpet,
Wow.
and it was cool, but I guess I got bored because they would just play like nursery rhyme kind of stuff, and I didn't have the understanding that you need to know how to do the basics before doing all the intricate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So after like 3 years, I got out of it, but it came. The idea of doing it again came back like in high school,
Okay.
and I don't know. You just get ideas. At the same time, it was a good time in hip hop music, and there's a lot of classic records was coming out then, and then just the idea of doing it myself it came to mind, and it was an experiment.
Okay. Because you have a very unique style. I think I was talking to you earlier this week, and I was telling you it's not so much DC, but
Uh,
it's very broad. It's very broad.
Get that. Well, I mean, I just listen. I can say my one of my best qualities is probably listening. So with that, it's no surprise to actually doing this, like doing music and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm playing right now is I bought I get random records, and a lot of times it's just seeing what you can get out of it, seeing what you can turn it into. This
Right.
is this record called The Gentries. I should have actually kind of known which ones I wanted to go at, but through all these technical difficulties, I got turned around a little bit. But I'm gonna see if I can turn something from it. You can still hear me good?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, good. 1 second. So,
So to the onions and the garlic, I'm just gonna saute some mushrooms, and I'm just moving them around. Usually I don't move them around, but some of them are sticking together in this pot. When I do it in a pan,
mhm.
you want to make sure that you don't touch these at all. Um, a lot of people put things in a pan and then they just start moving it around. you're not allowing it to brown or to actually get any flavor, any color while you're doing that.
Okay. It's looking good already.
Good already.
Right.
All right, so we want to add some salt and pepper to those mushrooms. I like to use fresh cracked pepper. When you buy pepper ground, you lose a lot of flavor from it. So you said something?
Nah, I just got to turn this up a little bit. I don't want to blast it.
All right, so now we're gonna flip it. Now we want to start moving because that color's on the other side now. So. Oh, that sounds nice.
So
one of my tricks is to take a zester and then you take the garlic and you're just gonna grate it.
what's that?
So it's garlic cloves and
Okay.
it's basically a small grater.
Okay.
Instead of chopping it up.
All right, so I'm gonna take that. I heard I like the organ, and I'm gonna chop it into pieces. See if I can make another rhythm out of it.
Okay. So after the drum, what else do you drop? What's your next thing?
I guess cool percussion sounds to just layering. It's a lot of layering, like little sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You might take out the main sample, muffle it, take like bass notes. 1 second, stop.
So we're gonna pull some of these mushrooms out. I'm gonna leave the rest in. We're gonna start with the sauce for the smothered chicken. All right, so leaving some of the mushrooms and onions and garlic in. What I did before this show, because it would have took too long, is I pre-seared chicken. Not done all the way, but definitely all this juice and stuff I'm about to pour in there.
Okay. So
we're going to add about 1 to 2 ounces of butter. 1 ounce of flour. We're gonna make a roux.
You said a roux?
Yeah, so a roux, I think, so it's a French term. It's basically the base that thickens sauces, which a lot of people have their own recipe for it. But traditionally, 2 parts fat, 1 part starch. So flour and butter is my fat, flour is my starch. So a lot of people who make like etouffee or, even when you make like a house gravy, something like that, this is what you start with, but you never knew the word to it. I'm just gonna add a little bit more because we definitely want this sauce to be nice and thick. So, what venues have you played at, and like where have you been? Where will people find you when COVID is done?
When COVID is done, well, I mean, for the most part, I'm finishing some records first. Uh, it's just kind of a lot too, but I guess I couldn't really say actually. First things first would be finishing the records and then releasing them, and then would come that part. But
Because you mostly right now, you're not really.
say it again.
You mostly produce, or you still put your own music out?
I'm in between with that. I I've been doing more like songs, rapping lately, but before maybe the past 2-3 months, it's been more beats than anything.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So we want to really make sure we're cooking that flour out because you don't want the taste of flour in food. It's disgusting.
Let's start with this pattern.
I wish you could smell this because it already smells amazing. All right, now I'm going to add the alcohol. Nice Chardonnay.
Okay, when I do this drum, it's gonna kind of cut out a little bit. Okay.
I just want to make sure that flour is worked into the sauce. That roux is.
Slow it down a little bit.
Because I like booze. So do you mostly make beats in your house, or do you have a studio? And what's the difference in quality?
Well, I mean, they all go hand in hand actually. Some beats will start at home. If it turns to something that sounds like it should move up and have a better mix,
Right.
then you take it to a bigger studio. Or like I'm doing a project with a partner of mine named Tall Black Guy, where he sent me something, and I would lay the vocals. I like his ear on mixing, so I send him the vocals, and then we take it to the bigger studio, spread it out, make it sound a lot bigger and lusher or whatever. But,
All right, so we got a chat asking, do I have a favorite thing to cook? I am actually a pasta girl. And I recently just got into making fresh pasta. and I really would love to go to Italy and learn, like from old grandma, um, some nonna or somebody that is willing to show me. But pasta is definitely my thing, and my favorite dish to make is bolognese. So it's basically anybody that hears me, it's not this, but basically spaghetti and spaghetti. It's tagliatelle pasta, but spaghetti and red sauce.
Sounds good.
What about you? What's your favorite dish?
I was asked that not too long ago, and I said at the time I said chicken shawarma.
Which is amazing.
Huh? Yeah, I like it. I like it. I
So,
like it. When we toured in Europe, it was a lot of chicken shawarma going on. I guess I carried that on. I guess
you said what?
I said when I had toured Europe, we had a lot of chicken shawarma, so it kind of stuck with me.
So what's chicken shawarma for people who don't know that?
It's like I hear many different countries, but more like a Middle Eastern with it's a certain sauce to it that which is I think is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was it's like bread. It's like I couldn't even. I honestly, if I knew more in detail, I'd be making it myself.
All right. So for those who don't know, it's a for those who don't know, it's like a gyro.
Hmm.
Very, very delicious.
I agree.
Except for some places they use a pita. All right, so hey girl, hey Lashana. So
Pardon. Let me get this pattern down, then we can go.
my earliest, what got me, my grandmother actually. My grandmother was a pretty tough lady.
Mm.
And she definitely put me. She used to like bring a stool in the kitchen and like put me at. She started me at the sink. She was like, "Wash these dishes," and then
Wow.
she take all the dirty dishes that weren't washed correctly, that I thought were washed correctly, and she put them back in the water and say, "Do it all over again."
Oh wow. And she
And
was
then,
grooming.
yeah, she was real tough.
Hmm.
But then she made lasagna. Probably why I really like cooking.
Exactly. Probably the main reason.
Right.
Where was she from?
She was from Georgia.
Georgia. Gotcha.
Yeah, she was from Georgia. She got a really interesting story that, but she was from Georgia. I just recently found out that her dad was actually a chef as well,
Hmm.
which I thought was so cool.
Now that's really cool. You gotta love it. So I guess if you're around it, you got a better chance of loving it like that. I'm gonna get these drums down really fast.
So,
I'm listening.
uh,
You were saying?
yeah. Now I'm looking at the comments everybody's putting up.
Saying what?
I got you, Katisha.
Oh shit.
I got you on a plate.
Oh, they got some plates already.
I know, man. Done. I ain't put the chicken.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right. So I actually make my chicken stock from scratch. So what I did was I broke down the chicken that I seared already. And then what I do is I don't know if you can see it in this bag, but I just take a big pot of water, cold water. I put all the chicken parts that are like left over, and I throw that in there. I throw like a whole thing of onion. I don't even take the skin off. I throw celery, thyme, bay leaf, peppercorns, just a traditional stock setup. Carrots, onions, celery, mirepoix, and then and I get it going, and then now I got this stock back here, so I can add to this. It's a lot more flavorful and way more easy than buying it at the store. And I get that big pot instead of for $4 to $7 that half a gallon container.
No, I feel you. I need to get some of those. Actually, those ingredients I probably need to stock up on too. Okay, so I got the kicks in there. I'm gonna just do it piece by piece. Oh, hold on 1 second.
So who else is in the chat room? I want to know who's in the chat room while we doing it up over here.
Exactly. I was on the wrong screen. Let's see.
Nobody got any questions for us?
True.
Let's ask you some questions. I'm happy. Of course. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Tracy. Cousin Tracy, you are
crazy. Keep going in and out every time.
Yes, Christina, homemade stock is the best. Thank you. Somebody.
That's funny.
Doing it from scratch over here.
Pardon me, y'all. Let's try to be able to hear.
So with this tarragon sauce, I'm gonna actually just add this whole tarragon in there. But I have some chopped up for when we're plating. But
Okay.
so I'm just gonna add that whole thing. I'm gonna let this reduce. I'm gonna cover it. I really don't want to cover it. So when you cover, you're trying to evaporate the water, but also keep moisture into the sauce. If you leave it uncovered, you're evaporating so much of the water faster that your sauce gets really thick, and a lot of times too, like a lot of the sodium and stuff stays in. So I'm gonna cover it for a little bit, and then we're gonna let the air hit it for a little bit. And I'm gonna start setting up. I'm gonna let it get thick, not half of the way down, but do a quarter of the way, and then I'm gonna add the chicken into it. And by the way, for everybody who is online right now, thank you so much for being there. Hey, Shaw, what's up, girl?
Beat that up.
Hey, Auntie Shirley, how you doing? We got a lot of my family.
That's what's up, though.
People to chime in. What's going on?
That's what's up.
I think you might need to take a trip. I don't know who's taste. Look, mom's here. I got my mom here. She's gonna taste it afterwards. That'll be the taste. I'm gonna have to drive some to YU. What you think?
Hey, that'll be excellent. I'm coming along.
I gotta do it because I don't want it.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, so got bare bones.
Can't wait to get you here. I can cook with you. I'm so proud. Thanks so much. I can't wait either.
Kind of want to keep looking.
All right. What's some of your favorite artists?
Favorite artists? Well, it depends. You mean like hip hop artists or just any?
Okay, let's do 2 from hip hop. What's one of your favorite genres? One of your other favorite genres?
Well, I like soul records.
All right, so 2 for soul.
2 for soul. I like records I could have playing from forward to back. I say Mama's Gun, Erykah Badu, and Voodoo from D'Angelo. I think they were like groundbreaking records. Hip hop wise, I would say, what was I listening to the other day? I was just listening to Train of Thought from
Okay.
Reflection Eternal. I like that. I like
Yeah.
what else? I don't know. I mean, see, it's hard to just pick a few though, because they all got a place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? They all widen your vision up a little bit more.
So we had.
Yeah, especially in hip hop, there's so many different ways. There's so many different emotions that got to be captured. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some are more about the story. Some are more about the tone, like the aggression.
Right.
I'm not liking them sounds. So what I'm gonna do? It's a little challenging listening because I'm hearing like the sound goes in and out. So I'm trying to deal with it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's no thing. We're gonna work it out.
Let me. If you have any questions for me.
Okay. Well, in fact, what was while you've been cooking? Name like your best memory.
My best memories.
As far as like I guess it's something you made, like a groundbreaking dish that you made or something.
Groundbreaking
For yourself, yeah.
For myself. That's a good question.
For real?
That's a really good question. Most of the time, I'm doing everybody else's visions. I'm not thinking so much about what I haven't been in a space where I've been able to create what I wanted yet. I think when you get to lead a kitchen, or you get to have clients that don't have specific taste or specific recommendations for their plates when they get them. But
oh, my bad.
Honestly, yeah, I can't say I'm there yet, so I'm gonna have to pass on that question because let me think on that a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So,
real quick, I'm sorry because I request that I cannot. Or I want to call out my baby girls and my baby boys that are watching, my nieces and nephews that are watching. I really love you guys. I miss you guys.
That's cool.
And I appreciate you guys watching.
That's what's up.
All right, so we're getting pretty there. So like I said, now I put the chicken in, I'm just gonna let this rumble down because we definitely want it to be there.
Turn this down.
Okay, I just want to catch. So right now, a lot of liquid, but of course we have bigger breasts. So I wanted to put more liquid so that the breast would cook in the sauce. Yeah, so we're gonna just make sure the chicken cooks all the way through. And one of the best ways to do this without a lot of people cut the chicken. One of the best ways to do this is to, and we don't want to mess their beautiful top up, is right underneath, right? Instead of doing it right on top where that beautiful piece is, you want to just go underneath and just kind of pop it open a little bit. We're not there yet. Still a little pink. All right.
Trying to find something to go with these drums a little bit.
Is there any music dropping?
Yes. I'm simplifying. Like a lot of times when asked that question, people. What'd you say?
So you had a question. Is there any new music dropping?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
From Miss Hernandez.
Oh, for real. Well, I could say more recently would probably be this song for me and Tall Black Guy. It's called "Still in Love," and that'll be the first of I think it'll be like 3 or 4 songs that we're gonna press on like a 12-inch. But I feel really strong about it, and I can't wait till people are able to hear it. We just getting the mixing and stuff straight.
Okay.
Where it's basically about. It's not, although the title is Still in Love, it's not exactly about like love, like relationship love, anything. It's more so about it's giving credit to those that stick to their goals and stuff and that are still have love for things. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? Like through all that we go through, it'd be hard to stay with some of your old goals and what have you. You know. It's a good song. I think it'll definitely. We need more of that energy out in the world nowadays.
Okay. Sorry, I had a jump.
You said?
And you nothing. You wasn't doing it. I just had to jump off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. I think I was. I don't think I told you this because
What's that?
when we went live. But I think I actually met you before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somewhere in DC, I forgot. You were doing some type of show, but
Okay.
that's kind of where I got. So when I heard your name, I was like, oh, I kind of know that name. And then I looked you up, and I was like, oh, I think I know this person.
Oh, wow. That's cool though. That's actually really cool. I be hearing that sometimes, and that's dope. I mean, I can't even. You said it was like a show or something.
Yeah, it was like when you first, not because, but just like earlier years ago when I was in DC club scene.
Got you. Nah, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Yeah, my bad. Just trying to figure what I'm gonna go into. I had some technical difficulty for a second, but kind of having to just get over it. Let me see. So what I'm doing, I basically got a little skeleton of the pace that I'm gonna be in, but I had chopped up some records. I'm just trying to figure if that's what I want to do.
Is this how the process goes? So
It's all over the place for me. It's it normally starts with the drum. It normally starts with I'll just be listening through records and find something that jumps out at me. It's a little difficult with a whole the sound cutting out as I'm going from my turntable or what have you, because I gotta play it louder. But that's why I had already brought up some stuff too, just in case.
Okay.
To get around that, I guess.
So while you there, who was your influence? Who
as far as
influenced you besides you said your dad?
Yeah. Well, I guess I had one of my stepbrother I had named Rodney President was the biggest influence. Pretty much started the whole thing. I had liked listening to people rapping, but that was the first time that it's right in your face. And my brother had he was working with some folks that he was working with. He left the house with like a bass guitar, said he was going to do some music, and he comes back with a piece of vinyl with his government name on it. And that I don't know, it let me know that it's possible to do this yourself, and to have your representation all over that, and he sounded so good on it. So it inspired me. It definitely inspired me to want to go further with it.
Okay. And you've gone pretty far.
I mean,
this is way
for myself. It's all for in my head. I say yes, but it's so much further to go at the same time.
Yeah.
Which will probably always be the case. Am I like loud?
I don't know who that is.
Who's that?
Somebody just shouted it and said, "Hey."
Uh-huh.
At D Thomas 20. I don't You know who that is?
Thank you, Nick.
So we just had a question. What's in a pot?
Got you.
So again, we are making smothered chicken. So we got airline breast, chicken breast, and we got the leg quarters of the chicken connected to the thigh, the leg and the thigh connected. Tarragon, we got mushrooms, some onions. Hey, D'Amica. Like I said, I do the whole sprig of tarragon, and I do that because it stays on, and I could just take this whole thing off. Okay, so that question came up again. So
What's
I
that?
didn't answer it last time. I was still thinking.
Got you.
You asked me what was the hardest dish.
You know what? Actually, we're gonna remix that and say, I like how they put it. What was a difficult dish that you were really proud of when you made it?
Okay. All right. So a difficult dish.
Mm-hmm.
It's called tortilla española. I don't speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's a potato, a very thinly sliced potato, layered on top of itself, and then filled with eggs. It's kind of like a potato omelet.
Oh wow!
And then there's so many ways this can go wrong. You can beat the eggs wrong. You can slice the potatoes too thick. But it was one of the first dishes that I tried.
So you made it right off the break?
I did mess it up the first
That's cool though.
First time I messed it up so bad. I remember because it was like, one, the eggs was too salty, and I remember that I was making it, and my chef was like, wow, you don't realize how salty that is? I was like, oh
wow.
You don't realize how salty that is?
Gotcha.
No, I was like, no, our family is used to salt. So we ate a lot of salt. So, not anymore though. So like that was one of the things I had to realize. I had to break out of my salt habit. I would salt everything too heavily.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that dish it's a beautiful dish. So you layer the potatoes onto a pan like you're making an omelet, very thinly sliced. You beat eggs like you're making an omelet. You add a little cream. Some people add water, season it, and then you pour that over top of the potato. You cook it, making sure it doesn't stick to the bottom, and then you turn it over onto itself. You put it in the oven, leave it in the pan, turns over onto itself, and it cooks perfectly. And it's like layered potato and eggs. It's so beautiful. And then I had another question about sauerkraut. That's not sauerkraut, but sauerkraut is really, really. It's actually really easy to make. It's just cabbage, really sliced really thin, put some salt on it, and then you put it in a bucket and you just like pound it on a mallet, and then you leave it to sit like on your balcony or something like that, just out for a couple of days, and it turns into sauerkraut. Just really easy.
So,
anybody have questions about any other dishes? Any questions for YU about his process on making music? Like, where does he get his inspiration? What does he do when he comes to a problem?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just put this down. I think I can put a base to it.
All right, who's in the chat right now? Who's in the chat? While we're waiting for this food to cook, we're almost We're about to start plating in about 2 minutes. Yeah. What's up, Key? Tell fam I said hi. All right, so another way to check if our chicken is definitely done, but we're gonna use this bounce back method. Checking the tension of the chicken. How far are we on the beat?
Once I get the rhythm in it, then I should be good. Give me a couple minutes. 1 second. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, girl. What's up, Kiki? All right, so I have just some mashed potatoes made. You can serve the smothered chicken over. Thank you so much, y'all. You can serve the smothered chicken over rice, any starch of your choice. We started a new thing of cauliflower rice. Really love it if you make it right. But any starch of your choice. I mean, you could do pasta just because this is a nice wine sauce, so a nice white pasta would be good. All right. So while this liquid is still not too thick, what I'm gonna do is just take some of the liquid and add it to the mashed potatoes. It's still kind of thin. And we're just gonna warm it up. Make it nice and I don't know if I can ship food, but I'll definitely see if I can ship some to Texas.
It's not working.
All right. So the other thing I did, before you plate your food, you want nice hot plates. So turn the oven on to the lowest it could. I got you. We turn the oven on to the lowest temperature setting, and we put our plates in there so our plates are nice and hot when we serve them up. There we go. So that's what we want. We want a nice mixture of smooth and thick. Don't want our plates to be dirty on the bottom. Nice hot plates. All right, so we're gonna learn some plates today. The rule of vertical. What I like to do is if I'm looking at the plate is round, so I like to either do a square design. So like my design will be right here in the middle, or it'll be offset like this. So it'll go vertically. Cat a corner or down the middle. That's gonna be our potatoes.
Uh,
All right, so I need a green. I'm just gonna add this to here real quick so we put down. Let's see if we can add some green. All right, so I need a green on my plate. All right, so being a Black woman as a chef, so Black woman chef, it's actually really hard. It's harder than a lot of people think. When I was in school, a lot of people told me that the way that it goes in the kitchen, the hierarchy, is it's white men on top, and it's white women, then it's Black men, and it's Black women, and then it's so if you have your Spanish minority, they actually fall right above Black women. We don't get a lot of respect. We have moved up in the world since the Black Lives Matter movement. But there still tends to be a lot of controversy about letting us, run kitchens and do a lot of things. A lot of people think that we should be in our place, and our place is prep, and a lot of places that's not in a large, controlling situation. Right, so now we're gonna take those greens. We're gonna put them right in the middle. I use kale, which is a very good cooking green. I don't think I have enough kale for this plate. How you doing?
I'm trying to work it out. It's a whole lot of canceling going on my end, but again, trying to work it out.
So we're coming up to the end of the show. I'm gonna go ahead and plate while you're gonna get that last beat together. That is so right. A Black woman made the professional cabinet, the presidential cabinet. So we definitely are coming up in the world.
What was that again?
Somebody stated that a Black woman made the presidential cabinet. So we definitely are coming up in the world.
Oh, that's excellent. True though.
All right. So then we're gonna take this sauce and just lay a little. No plate is complete without garnish. Got some broccoli sprouts. These are the seedlings of the broccoli before it grows. Tweezers is the best way to do this. Hands. So we have some thinly sliced radish. Also found some edible flowers. So let's go ahead and plate some of those. Put some mushrooms in there as well. All right, I'm gonna take the camera down so we can get a clear eye view. Can I turn the camera on? All right, so here's the plate, guys. Tell me what you think. We're gonna post a picture. We're gonna post a picture.
Good.
All right, how you doing on
I got a basic something, but a quick loop, I guess. Wow. Yeah, it looks really good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
I hear you, Hakeem.
we need the beats for the eat. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. My bad. I had to do the best I could with being able to. I'll explain it like this. So you got to be able to hear what you're doing as you're doing it in your ear, and where it's like sharing it with both sides. So it's a little difficult, but
I think you're doing a great job. We're gonna hear it when we hear it. I know it's gonna be amazing.
yeah, I'm gonna try to add a bass in. Let me see. So.
All right. So this is tricks of the trade. Yeah, I feel you. Somebody said, why you're such a perfectionist. He wants to compliment this playing with a great sound. Yeah, I feel you. I definitely feel you. I want it to be right too, so I'm patient.
I appreciate that.
If y'all,
You know that goes a long way.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my mom in here, so she gonna taste the food, so y'all can at least y'all can have somebody to tell you how good the food is.
Shout out to moms.
All right, so you can come right here. We're gonna set you up nicely. All right, there you go. Ready.
Hello, moms.
Hey, what are you?
How you doing?
I'm well.
Good, good.
So I noticed that when I first cut the chicken, it's very tender.
Mm.
So that's gonna be from the braise, right? We didn't over braise it. These thighs are gonna cook longer, so you gotta leave them in longer. That's why we did. Well, the breast is, because how is it?
Delicious.
She's not just saying that because she's my mama either.
I'm not.
Nah, I saw her head go back. As soon as she tasted it, that was a sign.
And one thing that Chef Kanika has taught me is you want to make certain that when you take a bite, you get a taste of all the flavors that together. It's like a burst in your mouth, so it's delicious.
That's excellent.
Anybody else want to taste this food? Let's hear from the audience.
You got my vote already.
All right, cool. I got a vote from YU. That's all that matters.
Oh my goodness.
So when you take in food pics, you got to get it while it's done. So that's what I'm doing right now, guys, if you're wondering where I'm at. All right, who's still with us? We still waiting for the beat. Don't leave us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't roll out too soon.
Sure.
How's COVID holding up for everybody? That was awesome. Hey, everybody. Hey, Alex. How is Cambodia or wherever you at right now?
Wow. Yeah.
It's hard when you're a perfectionist.
I saw that.
Hi to the moms.
That's no lie though.
Yes, girl. It's a party. I'm telling you, it's so good. I just tasted it. I don't toot my own horn, but it's good.
Oh wow.
All right, Christina, let's go. Come get a plate. I got you. I'm about to mail some food out to everybody.
It's a flight book. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Oh, y'all carpool? Everybody carpooling over? All right, cool. You in Prague, girl. Why you in Prague?
Oh wow.
Getting people all the way from Prague.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show the food one time. So this is the plate. Everybody, we got radish, we got edible flowers, we got an airline chicken breast, 3 parts. We got some braised kale.
Gotcha.
All right, so if y'all looking for us, you can find me at Chef Kanika. What's your handle on Instagram?
It's why you taking pictures.
Why you taking pictures? If you want to see what he's all about, I promise you won't be disappointed.
Appreciate it.
The perfectionism should tell you right there.
I didn't do it too. Yeah, it's kind of like a simple loop.
Okay. Can you turn it up for us?
Say it again.
Turn it up.
Oh, baby.
Not?
You can't?
Yeah. We hear it.
Oh, baby. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, turn it a little bit louder.
Okay. It's blasting in my joint. All right, bet. Yeah, I'm up.
Why you appreciate the beat, brother? We'll come check you out. Yeah.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, so I think we're gonna be signing off pretty soon. Thank you so much to Words, Beats, and Life. Please follow them as well. Yeah, way to stick with it, YU. Yes, definitely. He definitely came strong at the end. Please follow Words, Beats, and Life for all your next events. They do this monthly. If you're looking for your COVID entertainment, they are definitely gonna have it.
Exactly.